The way to do that, again, and I will say it again, you are not going to beat Trump by going after him personally, by us looking at his tweets about Meryl Streep. Like, people don't care. But what they do care about, Democrats will beat Trump by attacking him as being ideologically radical, his EPA choice being ideologically radical, his labor choice being ideologically radical. Go down the line. You will beat him on ideology, and you will beat him by talking about the billionaires that he has there that have his, what, 1/3 of all the money in America are owned by people that are going to be in Trump's camp. That's how you beat him. You do not beat him by going after these crazy tweets. Though I've got to say, there are 11 days until the inauguration. Donald Trump gave himself a shot of winning by stepping back the last 11 days, to a degree. And I think America is owed that. At least 11 days before the inauguration, stop tweeting. Stop tweeting about Meryl Streep. Stop putting words into the mouth of intel agencies. I'm serious. Just somebody around him needs to tell him, give it a rest. Start preparing for your inauguration. Stop being so thin-skinned.
It's also, you know, like he's going to, if he wants to win, you know, calling Chuck Schumer a clown, just in terms of the likelihood of being able to do deals across the aisle. A lot of people think Schumer's open to working with Trump. It doesn't seem like the right strategy. Again, on health care
and he would
and other
tell
things.
you it's worked for him.
Well, he would, but it's a different environment now. He didn't have to work with Democrats before. He didn't have to legislate. He didn't have to make policy.
But here's the thing, though, Mickey. You say it worked for him. No, sometimes it didn't. It didn't work with him when he went after the cons. It didn't work with him when he went after Miss Universe. It didn't work with him when he went after Judge Curiel. It didn't work with him when he was mute on David Duke. And there were the ups and the downs, and there were the elections, and he made horrible mistakes, and then he self-corrected. There aren't those guideposts now. But there aren't the chances to self-correct from a bad election result. All we're getting are stupid tweets right now that need to stop.
But because, you know, and the point you're making is he will say the results have been undeniable. And so the people around him say it's very difficult to convince him otherwise.
Of anything, exactly. I agree with that. And I think that, you know, the tweeting about The Apprentice or about the Golden Globes, does anyone care? I don't care. I'm more uncomfortable when he tweets about the, you know, intelligence report. I mean, I'd rather him, when it comes to policy, stick to news conferences, stick to real statements, stick to, you know, addresses to the nation. And if he wants to have fun on Twitter, who cares? What is presidential? I mean, he can. But I don't like the mixing of the two.
Yes or no for both of you? Does the tweeting take on a different level of significance after January 20th?
I think it's as significant as it ever was. We all look at this.
I think he'll do the same. I think the media is going to start being able to sort through this.
We'll start getting bored.
If you tweet and you say something false about intel reports, that's news. If you tweet and say something about Meryl Streep, I think most people will roll their eyes.
Yeah, I mean...
To John's point is that he didn't tell the truth about things. If you're not telling the truth as president about intelligence, is that take on a different level of kind of significance? Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at.
So.
Of course it does. I mean, he
leading the witness.
He mischaracterized. He mischaracterized what the intel agency's unclassified report said. And so, yeah, that takes on. They did not, as David Ignatius said, they were agnostic as to whether Vladimir Putin influence the outcome of the campaign. They basically said, it's like, you know, a Supreme Court decision. We are not going to rule on this part of the case.
We're not political analysts.
Yeah, we're not political analysts.
Mike
You guys
Allen, thank you very much.